That? Okay, fine. So this XR Open Source Fellowship Program, before starting, I'll tell you about myself. Like I'm Akshata Gupta. I'm a Unity 3D developer currently. I've been an XROS 23 fellow. Also, I've been an MLH fellow, mentor, and I've taken part in a lot of hackathons. I also contribute in open source, also guide and mentor students to get started with GitHub. So let's talk about this XROS program. So this XROS Fellowship Program was started by Indian government, FICCI. It was an initiative by Reskill, and it was supported by Meta, formerly Facebook. So this have been there has been a support of Digital India, a knowledge partner of Indian government. So lot of technical department that have been supported with XROS fellowship program. And this year only, this was the first cohort of this fellowship. And from now on, every year, this program will be there, and you all can take part in this program. This is one of the biggest program for the XR developers. So Meta has supported FICCI for this XROS fellowship program as a financial support of $1 million. So according to this fellowship program, there will be total of 100 Indian developers that will be selected, and they will work on the projects related to XR, VR, AR. I'll tell you more about it in the further slides, what this program is all about. So let's talk about XR, extended reality. So extended reality is a hybrid of augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. So virtual reality is kind of a 3D simulated virtual environment that is computer generated. And if the real world objects, they start interacting with that environment, that is known as augmented reality, like you have seen in Pokemon Go. And if we talk about mixed reality, so when the real world environment and the virtual environment combine, that is known as mixed reality. So in total, all three, then in combination, they are called as extended reality. So let's talk about what this fellowship is. The features and the benefits, like we have heard of GSOC, Google Summer of Code. And there are specifically the projects related, like there are all kinds of projects, but in this XROS fellowship, mainly the projects are in the field of augmented reality, virtual reality, 3D, open source 3D models, like these kinds of projects. So you will get an opportunity to work on these open source XR projects that are from one of the leading XR organizations. Also, when you are accepted in this fellowship, there will be experienced mentors of those organizations that will be guiding you full time. Like if you have any doubt, they will always be supporting you and solving your doubts. Also, you will get an opportunity to expand your network, means you can interact with the organization, because ultimately the main goal of these fellowship programs and these educational programs is to interact with the other developers, other people. Also, mostly the projects, they are from AR, VR, like 3D modeling category. So I will also tell you in further slides, like what kind of tech stacks that will be used, or what you should learn for taking part in this fellowship. The most important part, we all whenever we take part in any fellowship or something, we think there should be an education, financial, you can handle your financial stuff. So yeah, stipend is handsome amount of stipend. There is a 4 lakh INR for 3 months. For the 1 month, you will get 1 lakh. Second month, you will get 1 lakh. And another third month, you will get 2 lakhs on the project completion report. Also, you will get teamwork, communication, and collaboration. You will be in team, you will have a group of members. You will be collaborating in that project, whatever the project you have selected. When you go to the side, you will also see that some of the organizations that have guaranteed the pre-placement offers and job opportunities, they want the developers of the XR communities to contribute in their projects, and you can get the job opportunities from while contributing in them. Now, eligibility criteria for this program, you should be 18 plus years of age. Also, working professional can take part in it. If you are an undergraduate student, then you should be in a pre-final or final year. And yes, you should be a resident of India, because this is solely for the Indian population. And Now let's talk about application process. Like there was a question, the deadline is over, the applications are not being taken. So yes, so 2023 applications are over because this year it was the first cohort of this XROS Fellowship Program. And from now on, every year this program will take place. And the application, they start from mid-February every year. And like you have an ample of, like you have enough time to prepare for this fellowship program, to interact with the organization. So the first process, like the first step of this application process is the onboarding process that we had. Okay, so this thought for me. Okay, yeah. So the onboarding process, you will be asked some questions related to your profile, your background stuff. Like if your year of study, your interest, your tech stack in which you are comfortable, also the project that you did previously, were they related to XR? That is very important. Like when in your application, you should have done some work on the like XR related projects, because mostly the projects will be related to augmented reality, virtual reality, 3D modeling. These kinds of projects will be there. So after the onboarding process, when your profile is shortlisted, most of the time the profile is always shortlisted. When it is not shortlisted, that is on the basis of like if you not follow the eligibility criteria. So after your profile is shortlisted, you will select the organization and project. So also further, I'll guide you how to select organization, the projects. So when you select the organization and project, you will write a proposal. And I will also tell like how to write the proposal. Then there will be interview rounds. So this is a kind of a long process. It's a 1-month process, but you have to be very patient in this complete process. And then after the final selection, you will start contributing in those organization in which you are selected. Let's start with the organization and what project to select. So when you go to the XR Fellowship site, you will see there are total 26 organizations. And like how to select these organizations and projects. If we talk about my organization, when I went to take a look at all the organizations, so I saw that there were organizations that require the tech stack of JavaScript, Blender, Unity 3D. These kind of tech stacks were required. So I was comfortable with JavaScript. Like I've created the projects in JS, 3JS, I've used 3JS, 3D modeling. So I just go through those organizations. I just search for if there was any community of that project, because the most important part is you should not go to the organization and just ask for contribution. You should first interact with the mentor of that organization, like what kind of features they need. So when you will go through these organizations, so you will see there, most of the organizations, they have a community associated with them. Like if I talk about, I selected the Z Anatomy organization. There was a community, a Discord channel, Discord community in which I went and I interacted with the mentor, and I told like what were my tech stack and what I wanted to do in this project. So you just have to go through all the projects. Just don't do like you just select one project and start contributing or start recreating issues in their GitHub repositories. Then after finding the community, check out the tech stacks. What are the tech stacks that are required? Right now, you can check the communities, the tech stacks. If you are not familiar with them, just be comfortable with them. Also start taking some YouTube tutorials or something, like how to be comfortable with those platforms like Unity 3D, Blender, Unreal Engine. So these are most required for these XROS Fellowship. Now you can write total 4 proposals for these organizations. Proposal writing is just same as like Google Summer of Code thing. Like you have to write proposal to those organizations, the projects they have they have mentioned in their site. And yeah, mainly the projects will be from AR, VR and 3D modeling related projects. So let me give an example of Z Anatomy organization in which I'm selected and currently working on it. So this organization, when you go to that page, you will see there are total 2 projects available, and in all the projects there will be mentors assigned. Like first project is for the female, like Z Anatomy organization is a open source organization that provides 3D human anatomy models. So like I wrote a proposal for the, like I wanted to create an educative game using Unity 3D by using the 3D models from the organization. So this is what I wrote the proposal in the project associated. You can see the tech stack of the Blender, JavaScript, Python, Unity 3D. So I was like comfortable with JavaScript and Python. So I applied for it. And further, you will see, yeah. Now, after like going through the projects and organization, when you interact with the community and you write the like proper proposal, yeah. So this proposal writing, so this is very much important, like how to write the proposal. This is the like the first round of disqualification from this XROS fellowship. So firstly, the templates are always provided in this program, like whatever the questions, basic questions are there, like name, personal information of whatever this. So the first question will be like, what excites you? Like, right, I told you in MLH fellowship, like what excites you, like why you want to become an MLH fellow. So what excites you to be an XROS fellow? Like while contributing in these XR related projects, what you will learn? And why you have chosen this project? There were many projects in this organization. So why specifically you chose this project? So you can also mention in your proposal the previous contributions if you have done related to this project. Like if when I selected Z anatomy, I mentioned my previous project that were related to this. Also, the tech stack in which you are comfortable. Then like whenever you are mentioning the project, you should write what improvisation will you do to that project. The most important thing is the mockups or the UI. Like that is very much important because a mentor will understand, like the person who has applied to this project, they know what to do. Like they are not going astray from whatever they are planning, and they will produce a perfect result after the fellowship. So like I made some walk-ups during my proposal. I have also added a screenshot of a simple because I proposed a gaming application using Unity 3D. So I just proposed some mock-ups related to that project. So this will be a plus point if you add these kinds of things in your proposals, because in total there were 2,500 plus proposals in the XROS fellowship, and total 100 candidates were chosen. So you will see the level of competition in this fellowship, but like if you have zeal to take part and if you have a zeal to learn, so everything is possible. And the most important thing is timeline. The timeline is very important for your project, because this is a 3-month program, and whatever the timeline you write, like for the week 1, what you will do, the second week, the third week, when you will start the coding. So everything you should maintain properly. Like you should take time, like at least take 1 week to write the proposal on whatever you will do in that organization when you are selected. So this is much more important. And the proposal writing part, after your proposal is selected and you are shortlisted, so like you will write in total 4 proposals, and there might be a possibility that you are shortlisted for all the proposal that you have written. So finally, the choice will be yours, like which organization you will go. Like I wrote only 2 proposals, and both of the organization I was shortlisted for the interview rounds. So next one is the interview rounds. So I was shortlisted for the Z Anatomy as well, and the Fanisco organization. Fanisco is a like a metaverse 3D gaming platform. So I was shortlisted for both, and I gave the interviews. So this is a kind of introductory interview. There also, you won't be allowed, like they won't asking you a question to write a code or something. You can share your previous work that you have done, or if you have used their platform, you can share with them in the meeting, because this is a 15 to 20 minutes meeting, and you have to share everything that you have planned. Mostly you can share the ideas that you wrote in your proposals for this. Then they mostly tell you the workflow of their organization. Try to interact with them, ask questions. The more questions you will ask with them, they will also feel that you are really eager to join their organization and contribute in them. Now, let's talk about how to get started with these organization XR related stuff, because I know, like in this meeting, you might be thinking this is this stuff is going from out of my mind, and I'm not able to understand. So this is the best time to start, because in total there are 7 months remaining for this next application, and in 7 months I think you can do a lot of XR related stuff, projects, and you can start interacting in the communities. So let's discuss about the tech stack, projects, and resources. When I went through all the projects that are available in the website, I saw the most most common tech stacks and the platforms that were available were platform like Unity, Blender for 3D modeling, Unity for gaming applications, Unreal engines, for VR related stuff, and like in Fanisco, there were like they wanted a platform, a metaverse kind of like a platform, a 3D interactive platform for if suppose like I take an example of a cricket stadium. So the people who wants to watch cricket from their home, so they should feel like they are in a 3D simulated bag. They are actually sitting on the stadium. So it's like they wanted this 3D platform. So for that, the tech stack that were required were Panoline, .js, Free.js, so Babylon.js. So these kinds of tech stack that were available in the site. I will show you the site, like how to go through the projects and the organization. So these are kind of a resources and tech stack that you can take help of. I use the help, I take the help of Code Monkey. They provide Unity 3D stuff, like the tutorial. They are the best tutorial, I think, because I took help from them. Also Unity, also they provide some tutorials like basic documentation that you can take help of. Or the Udemy also have tutorial related to XR related stuff, whatever, like virtual reality and that Oculus Quest. If you have, you can take the tutorial from Udemy. Then learnxr.io. This site is very much important because there are total 100 open source projects created by there is a person, Delmer. So he created 100 open source projects that are related to XR. So some were asking how to find the XR related open source project and how should I start contributing in them. So you can check this site, learnxr.io. Also, before the program starts, you should be comfortable in any of the platform like Unity 3D or Unreal Engine, because most of the organization, they demand these kind of the candidate should be comfortable with these platforms, any of them, like Unity 3D, Unreal Engine. I know these are very difficult platform to handle in 6 months, but you should be having a basic stuff, like you can create some basic Unity games using Unity 3D or Unreal Engine. So you can take help from YouTube. Also, Microsoft, they have a repository of XR development for beginners, like how to get started with XR, how to start creating project. So there's a repository that you can take help of. And you also know this free code camp, they provide free courses related to 3JS and JavaScript, because if you want that, you don't want the paid courses or something, so you can try these free tech stacks, because I think whatever you can learn from these free tech stack, the more you can learn, you will you'll get every knowledge. YouTube have a lot of stuff. So if I talk about community, then there is an Outscal community related to XR. And there are some of the XR related community. There are some Discord channels, because there was a question related, like, I'm not active on Discord. So I think you should be active, because most of the communities are now on Discord. Like Dilemma Game is a community, Unity community is there. There are a lot of projects they are creating, and they are like sharing in open source. You can start contributing in them. There's a community, XR Creators, XR Hub. And also, when you go through the website, you will see all the organizations, they have their communities. So there might be a possibility that these organizations, they might join again in the next XR Fellowship Program. So you can start interacting from now. You can asking from the mentors if there are any features that you can work on them. So you can do the same. Now let's talk about my experience of the XROS Fellowship. So it was really great, because I got to learn a lot in this program. In my Z Anatomy community, there were total 8 candidates that were selected, and they were divided into 4 candidates. Like 4 were for the coding aspect, and I was in the coding part only, and 4 were for the 3D modeling. So there were a team of 2, and daily, or you can say weekly meetings takes place, and we interact with the mentors. We tell them like what actually we have done for the whole week, and what new features that we can implement in the project. So it was because mentors are very much helpful, because they are giving a lot of time to just help you to solve your doubts. So you should take full support from them. And this XR related, it's not that difficult if you are into it, and you will surely get this fellowship. And also this was the first cohort, so total 100 fellows were selected. In total 24 organizations were there, and the category was like 19% female and 18% male this time. So it was a great like experience, because only I think in my fellowship 7 to 8 days are remaining, and I will also write a blog of my complete like whatever work that I have done, so as to help the new joinees of the next year. So let's see. So this was all about like XROS Fellowship Program. So if you have any doubts related to this the programs, or like how to select organization, you can write in chats and I'll help you with the same. Also, like after this session over, like I really want your feedbacks, because I'm taking these sessions, and I think these are the first time that I'm taking these fellowship sessions in which I'm a part of. So there might be a possibility that you might not understand something. So please give me positive, negative, whatever feedbacks you have, because it's because I want to improve myself further in the further sessions, because my next session will be related to hackathons, like how to ace hackathons stuff. So I'll just take the next session. So please provide your feedback by tagging me on Twitter at the rate Akshita Archer. And yes, please ask your questions in the chat if you have.